Mic off. Powering off. Powering on. Mic off. Mic on. Mic off.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. This is my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That'll tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Mic on.
Konbanwa, Tomodachi, and welcome to NipponNipponCafe. I'm your host, Alice Draken, and we are playing Nancy Drew and the Haunting of Castle Malloy. Just a heads up as usual, thank you to Abel Ardo for being my one and only Patreon, and Blue Goat Bard, and Two Gun Gaming for being my only subscriber so far. And thank you guys for always following my stream and being just awesome viewers and chatters. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Now I'm going to go ahead and make sure one more time that this will show up. Okay. Oh, I guess you... yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna jump into it. I'm not gonna deal with that stuff, so you guys don't have to deal with it. Alright, I'm gonna go to full screen for mine. Alright, let's listen to the case.
When Kyler Mallory called me from her home in London and asked me to be her
Mic
maid of
off.
honor, I was a little reluctant. After all, I hadn't seen her since she stayed with us as an exchange student a couple of years ago. But when she told me the wedding is going to take place at an old family castle in Ireland, how could I say no? The wedding will be very small, but Kyler still needs help with all the final preparations, which means she'd like me to arrive several days early. So I'm going to fly to Dublin, rent a car, and meet Kyler at Castle Malloy. She warned me that the place is somewhat in need of repairs, whatever that means, and unfortunately by the time I get there it'll be night. But I've never been to Ireland before, and I've never even seen a real honest-to-goodness castle, let alone stayed in one. So the fact that it may be dark and run down just makes it more of an adventure.
Mic on.
And you know
Thank
me,
you,
whenever the
honey.
question is who wants to go on an adventure, my answer is always, I do.
Yeah, 6 cents. Thanks, Penny Pincher.
Mic off. Mic on.
So you guys can see that I actually have the ability now to have my chat up on the window, on the picture. So now anyone who wants to chat in here will finally be able to see it up on the screen. I haven't doodled with it yet or messed with it enough, but at least you guys will be able to chat and have it show up this time. And I'll be able to also see it, and so I don't have to like squint at the screen and try and read it over my stuff. But it should show up pretty well. Alright. I really don't need to know all the extra stuff. Alright, let's get the ticket and go. I always do junior and then I try senior after.
Mic off.
In preparation for our landing, please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
So your plane was on time, your luggage arrived, your rental car was waiting, everything went without a hitch?
Yep, and according to Kyler's directions, I'm within 2 kilometers of Castle Malloy. Now stop worrying about me and get over to the Dunhills. What time is it there?
Around 2. The party just started. It's gonna go all day, so I've got plenty of time. Are you driving?
Yes, Ned, I'm talking on my cell phone while I'm driving, but it's okay. There's absolutely no traffic. And I think I see the gates. I gotta go. Say hi to the Dunhills for me and have fun.
Without you? Yeah, right. Take care, Nancy.
Oh, no! What was that?
Mic on.
Ooh, creepy. Alright, so we need... sheep. already found our first puzzle. I'm gonna play with it and then we will... I'll take a picture of it. Okay, that's one side. I need that one to go there. Alright, there we go. That's for that. Now I need to work with these things.
It looks like a piece is missing.
Alright. So let's go ahead and take a picture. picture? There's the full piece, so take a picture of that. Nothing I can click on there. When the knockers is broken.
Mic off.
Oh, hello. I'm Nancy Drew. I'm here for the wedding.
The wedding's been called off, so go on back to where you come from.
No, wait, please. My car's in the ditch by the gate. I can't go anywhere.
Walk down the road to the inn then. Give me your keys and I'll see to your car in the morning.
I left the keys in the car. Can I at least talk to Kyler?
She's sleeping.
No, wait. I came all the way from the States.
You cannot stay here. Go to the inn, I said. Now off with you.
Please, can I come in just for a minute? Hello? Are you there? Hello? Kyler? Are you in there? Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Hello?
Mic on.
I guess I can't do that right now. I definitely do not want to break the window.
Deaf are you now? I told you you cannot be staying here.
Joel, what are you doing?
Mic off.
That's Nancy Drew, my maid of honor. Let her in.
Matt's disappeared? How can somebody you came all the way out here with to marry just disappear?
He hasn't disappeared for good. You have to understand, Matt's a bit of a prankster, and the wedding is still days away.
Mic on.
He disappeared as a prank?
He adores getting people in a tizzy. I do think he's pushing the
Mic
envelope
off.
this time, but he'll show up. Mind you, it may not be till I've started down the aisle, but he'll show, saying he just wanted to make this a wedding no one shall ever forget.
So you're here by yourself now?
Actually, Matt's best friend Kit Foley is here too. He set up a cot in the Great Hall downstairs.
Is he from London too?
He lives in London now, yes, but both his parents are Irish. You could practically hear Donal's ears perk up when he heard that. That's the man you met at the door, Donal Delaney, the
Mic on.
caretaker. Not Donald, mind you. There's no D at the end, so it's pronounced Donal. That's the way you're supposed to spell it, which is to say that's the way the Irish spell it.
Proud of his heritage, huh?
Indeed. Which would be tolerable if his love for the Irish wasn't accompanied by an abiding distaste for the British. Now, he rather likes me, but that's only because he considers
Okay,
me to be
so
Irish,
Donal-
since I'm directly related to the man who used to own this place. When it comes to my British fiancé, Donal detests him, which is why he was so quick to tell you the wedding's off. He wants it to be off. He came right out and said if I am to be married in Castle Malloy, it simply must be to an Irishman. Said my marrying a Brit would upset the fairy people, or whatever he calls them.
You sure the wedding shouldn't at least be postponed?
I'm telling you, he'll show. You see, sometimes I hear him. You know, his voice. It's very faint and muffled, but it sounds like he's calling to me, saying things I can't quite make out. Teasing me, the lout. So I know he's somewhere close by. He'll be here for the wedding. I'd stake my life on it. Of course, I remember well your penchant for solving mysteries. So if you want to give this one a go, by all means do. You could start in the nursery. It's down the hall. That's where Matt had set up his cot and was spending most of his time. Find him, Nancy. Having my maid of honor ruin this silly vanishing trick of his would teach him a lesson he sorely needs.
Someone ran out in front of my car on my way here and caused me to drive into a ditch.
Are you all right?
Me, I'm fine. My car and my cell phone, not so good. And I'm pretty sure whomever I saw dropped this. Looks like some kind of homemade doll.
The clothes. It looks like Matt. And that's his ring. What did the person who dropped this look like?
I didn't really get a good look. It was dark and I was distracted and it moved so fast. Frankly, I'm not even sure if what I saw was a person.
Denal, the caretaker. When we realized Matt was gone, straight away Denal claimed Matt had been kidnapped by fairies, which is of course utterly ridiculous. It was probably Matt himself you saw, tricked out in some costume and leaving that doll behind just to confound us. Well, I do hope he's enjoying himself, because as soon as we're married, that will be that. No more practical jokes. Ever.
Where does Mr. Delaney live?
All I know is he comes at dawn and leaves at sunset. I can't fathom what he does all day, but he always seems to be puttering away at something. When he's not working, he spends most of his time down the road at the Screaming Banshee Inn.
Who pays him?
My grandfather's estate. Apparently, Grandpapa considered Denal to be as much a part of Castle Malloy as those mouldy old tapestries you see everywhere. I should let him go. All he ever talks about are banshees and fairies and leprechauns. And he can be quite obstinate, as you saw at the door. But if Grandpapa saw fit to put up with him all those years, I suppose I can too.
When you said you sometimes hear Matt, where are you when that happens? In here?
In here, in the nursery, sometimes outside. His voice is always very muffled and very, very faint, so I can never tell where it's coming from or what he's saying. But it's Matt, I'm sure of it.
Has Mr. Delaney ever heard him?
If he has, he won't admit it. He says the fairies or whoever took him would never allow such a thing. Straight away, he said Matt was gone and was never coming back. So when I heard his voice, it dawned on me he was playing one of his outlandish pranks. I was furious with him, but truth be told, it was also a bit of a relief.
What are you doing in here, if you don't mind my asking?
Reading. About myself, in a way. You see, until my grandpapa died and left me this place, not only did I have no idea that this castle existed, but I had no idea my real name was not Mallory, but Malloy. Apparently, Grandpapa changed his name 50 years ago, so no one would find out he was Irish.
Alright, so we got this set up. Bunny, if you want to go down and get me a notebook, that'd be helpful, so I don't have to have this notepad up.
Hold on, don't go nowhere.
Okay. Jeez, John's getting me something. Alright.
Why didn't he want people to find out he was Irish?
I think it had something to do with his brother, Brendan, the man who owned this place and was living here when it exploded during World War II. He was rumored to have been a double agent, supposedly doing top-secret research for the Allies, but in truth passing his findings onto the Axis. Not exactly a brother you want people to know about.
If the rumors were true.
Anyway, ever since I found out I'm a Malloy, I can't stop reading about Ireland. So many different people have populated this country at one time or another. The Celts, the Druids, the Gaels. It's all quite fascinating.
Mic off. Mic on.
All right. So we have Donal Delaney. He is caretaker, believes in I'm going to say fair folk. And doesn't want this marriage. Alright, doesn't want this marriage. Alright, I can delete this.
Oh, what about this girl? Don't forget the girl right here. Oh, you're writing down suspects?
Suspects. All those
Don't forget
books.
this.
All these books were Brandon's?
I can't be certain, but I assume so. He was quite the inventor, I do know that. Everything that remains in this place seems as if it's been tinkered with.
I
Even
haven't
his
talked
daughter's
Matt yet.
dollhouse, of all things.
Okay, so let's put on the other side, we're gonna do Matt, and I do not know that Matt's, he is British and disappeared. Okay. Okay. It's quite that I do know.
I'll let you get back to your reading.
The 5 months I spent living with you, your dad, and Hannah. And Togo, of course. That was a very happy time for me, Nancy. I can't tell you how thrilled I am you're here.
I get to see you again, and I get to see Ireland? I'm the one who's thrilled, believe me. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. I'm your maid of honor, remember?
I haven't forgotten.
Alright, so her name's Kyler. Kyler. She is Irish. Found out she was a Malloy. And believes Matt is pranking her. Alright. I feel like I shouldn't be using all that paper just for these guys, but we can always fix that up later. Oh, zodiac constellations. Moving else, the grab here.
This is useless. It's not lit.
Ooh, our second puzzle.
Okay. I'm gonna probably come back to this one. Because I don't know too much about what I need to be doing with it. Okay, I know there's a lantern in the library.
Don't forget for British. She's British. And Irish. In this one, it says Irish.
You don't need to tell me all the details. I want to use the rest of these papers for, like, puzzles and whatnot. Alright. So we found a lantern. I'm gonna say that we found a lantern in the library. Lantern in the library. Okay, I'm gonna say won't light. So we can come back for it later. What else is there here? I think that it's missing two though.
Yeah, you have to find the two.
Okay, there is a... So I got one page for items found, and I'm gonna say,
And for puzzles.
I'm gonna say a scale puzzle.
Oh, don't forget you have to find last piece to the
Puzzle
gate.
in the library on desk. Missing two pieces. Then we'll say sliding puzzle on gate. On gate. Missing one piece. And I don't know what the other puzzle is. It kind of looks Like it's an electrical ring puzzle.
It's an electrical ring.
Electric. Let's just say electric metal ring puzzle. And we'll also say in library. And don't know details yet. Alright, don't know the details yet. I should say in library on shelf. Just so I'm more detailed so I know where it is the next time.
Whoa, that would have been quite a fall.
Okay, so we do see that, let's say, door in library. Let's say risky steps.
Yeah.
Alright, let's turn around. What's all these? What is that? Oh, here's another puzzle. So there's 10 of each.
Your puzzle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's 1, 2, 3. So there's 6 of each. That means we're missing 4 of each. Oh, okay, so that looks like it would need a bigger one. Alright, those work together. that one works there. Alright, that would fit there. That would fit there. There's some holes that it doesn't allow. That looks like a fit. There we go. But they're supposed to move all the gears. I feel like we need 10. I'm gonna say there's a gear puzzle. And it might be missing 4 pieces each.
Wait, Mama. Oh. What?
Missing 4 small and 4 large. Because even if I do get this one, There's some pieces that don't want to. Because that one needs to be one here. So I feel like, and it's, let's say on shelf, under helmets, in library. Okay. This one I will never remember, so I'm gonna take a picture of it. Oh. Another piece of information. Thanks a lot. So there is a, I believe this is the nursery, so there's a light or a jewel puzzle. Alright, it's in the nursery and we're missing 1, 2, 3. Or not really a puzzle. More like a jewel display. Oh, whatever. It's still a puzzle to me. In nursery, and we're missing 3 pieces.
3 pieces. Oh yeah. I thought those are jewels.
And then I'm going to put in that it's a green one. Green, red, and blue. So keep an eye out for those things. Evil returns to the evildoer.
Oh, I think it's Scramble, do it.
No, it's not scrambled. Oh. Alright. Doll. Puzzle. In nursery. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing 4.
Oh, Mama. You know the doll you have? You put.
It's already there.
No, we still have it.
It's right there. See, if I pull it out of my inventory. See, if I pull it out of my inventory, it's there. But if I pull it there, it's there. See, and if I do that, it disappears. That's how I know I have it, but at the same time... What is this? Le Bleu? I'm gonna look... Take a picture of that. Truth speaks even though the tongue were dead. Anything on... Oh, what's that? Alright, so I came from that way. Those are broken. Where else is there to go?
Nancy, splendid timing. I just thought of something you can do for me. There's an old-fashioned printing press downstairs. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't taken a good look around down there yet.
Just go down the stairs and look
Mic
for the
off.
monstrosity with the big wheel and the levers. You can't miss it. It came with the castle. My great-uncle Brendan had all sorts of gizmos and gadgets and machinery lying around. Anyway, when I saw the printer, I told Matt why not save some money and print the programs for the wedding right here. Problem is, Matt failed to get them done before he turned into the merry prankster, and since I have the mechanical aptitude of a bacterium... Would you mind finishing the job for me? You'd only have to print 3 more sheets, and the plate, the ink, the paper, everything you need is right there.
No problem.
Thank you, Nancy. You're the best. Did you print the rest of the programs?
Not yet, but I will.
Anything else to report?
Mic on.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're just coughing a lot.
Alright, so we found
Inventory. Sure.
broken
Oh, broken glasses.
glasses
That's one of the options.
in nursery. Near the fireplace.
I think those were Matt's.
Well, we're gonna find out.
I found these glasses in the fireplace in the nursery.
Those are Matt's. You found them in the fireplace?
Did you look there when you were searching for Matt?
Of course not. Why would we look in the fireplace? Matt never, ever took his glasses off.
Right.
Mostly because without them, he can't see 2 feet in front of him.
Did he have an extra pair?
It's possible. Any normal person with eyesight as bad as his would have had 10 extra pairs.
Mic off.
Those get broken. Oh, Nancy, maybe he truly is in trouble.
Let me do some more looking around before we jump to any conclusions. The glasses could still just be part of an elaborate practical joke.
You're absolutely
on.
right. Please find him, Nancy. I do so want to strangle him.
Did you know when you decided to hold your wedding here that half the place is pretty much rubble?
Oh, yes. Mind you, I didn't even know that Castle Malloy existed until Grandpapa died and I was notified that I'd inherited it. At which point, the executor of his estate sent me pictures and assured me that despite its appearance, it was in fact habitable.
It looks like a bomb went off in it.
No doubt because one did. One summer night in 1944, this place, or half of it at least, just suddenly blew up. It was rumored that my great-uncle Brendan was working on something that involved a new kind of rocket fuel. He was killed along with his wife and young daughter. Apparently, they all just vaporized. Which, I guess, is why Denal claims the nursery, where the little girl spent most of her time, is haunted.
Oh, and so now we're finding out there's haunting.
If Matt was staying in the nursery, where's his luggage?
Right there by his cot.
It's not there now.
But it was there, just last night. I remember seeing it when I peeked in to see if he'd finally decided to reappear. At least, I think I saw it last night. If it's not there now, perhaps Denal moved it, took it to storage or something. Because I know I saw it after Matt went missing. So it's around here somewhere, just like he's around here somewhere. I'm sure of it.
I'll let you get back to your reading.
As soon as you find out anything, let me know.
So we're really supposed to find the downstairs. Oh, there's the downstairs.
Hi, you must be Nancy Drew. I'm Kit Foley. Ignore the eye if you can. Walked into a door the other day. Looks worse than it feels. I'm a bit surprised you're still here, given the circumstances.
So we have Kit Foley. Alright, Kit Foley. Black eye. He's got a black eye. Sounds American too.
I was going to say the same about you.
I'm not about to leave Kyler here by herself. Until she comes to her senses, I'm staying put.
What do you mean, comes to her senses?
Matt isn't playing a practical joke, and he hasn't been kidnapped by fairies. He got cold feet and left. It's as simple as that.
Alright, so he believes Matt left.
Why did you circle Matt's name?
Have you told Kyler?
No, I haven't got the heart. Or the guts. Take your pick. I mean, he loves Kyler, but she can be a handful. And he's no pushover either. Their relationship is so tempestuous, it scares him. She thinks once he makes a real commitment, everything will be fine. But he's not so sure. So he bailed.
I don't think the possibility that he walked out on her has even occurred to her.
She's in a raging state of denial, and I, for one, don't see any harm in allowing her to stay that way. I seriously doubt he walked out on her for good. It's just that for Matt, marriage is way too much, way too soon.
When or how did you realize that Matt had disappeared?
Kyler and I went for a walk, came back, and the next thing I knew, Kyler was saying Matt was nowhere to be found.
Did you help look for him?
Kyler and I searched every inch of the place, inside and out, but it was the luggage that clinched it. When I checked the nursery and saw that Matt's suitcase and backpack were gone, it finally dawned on me that he had left and he wasn't coming back. Of course, by that time, Kyler had convinced herself that he was simply playing one of his practical jokes, and I couldn't bring myself to burst her bubble, so I didn't.
How come you sound so American?
Because I am American. My father's VP of International Sales for Krollmeister Incorporated. The company transferred him to London 15 years ago. I've pretty much lived there ever since. I just can't seem to pick up the accent.
Alright, so he's for Krollmeister. I'm gonna just say Inc. This is why having a piece of paper with lines is easier.
It looks like you're drawing something. Are you an artist?
Mic
Me?
off.
Not hardly. I'm with a real estate development company. These are just preliminary sketches for a couple of projects we're working on. In other words, I'm doing homework.
Residential real estate or commercial?
Mostly residential. And let me tell you, we'd have a field day with attractive land like the one this castle sits on. Ocean view, easy commute to Donegal, bedrock
Mic on.
foundation,
He just
readily
gave
accessible
himself a
groundwater.
bad name.
That bog's a bit problematic, but a little sand, a little gravel, a little landscaping,
Sounds
voila! A cluster of 6, maybe 8 luxury homes amid a park-like setting that would
wants-
sell like lightning.
Castle. Land.
Do you think I could borrow your lantern?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Time for me to scoot.
Drop by anytime.
Is there anything
What's
else
going
I can
on?
say?
Time for me to
Nope.
scoot.
Drop by anytime.
I can't just go snooping around, not with Kit right there.
Okay. Oh, we found one. Guess that's all you can do for that. What's that? Ah. Oh, what's that? Okay, I'll just say picture, and I'll say near fireplace, downstairs.
I think that's
I believe so too. I believe it's Kyler and Matt. Is there anything else? No. Yeah, but I don't oh, here we go. I can't use it.
I think it has to do with the library that said how to translate.
I'd better finish the rest of these before I go anywhere.
Okay. Oh.
I should use black ink to print the programs.
I did use black ink. Now what? Oh, there we go. Do you remember how many she asked for?
Huh? What are you saying?
Oh, last 3.
I can only print one at a time. I can only print one at a time. Alan Payne. That's kind of weird.
Okay. Oh.
What's going on?
If you and Matt are best friends, how come he didn't make you his best man?
Matt felt like it would be a good move for him politically if he asked this guy he knows from
Mic
work,
off.
Alan Payne, to be his best man, and I said fine, don't worry about it. No big deal.
Good talking to you.
Keep it
Mic
real.
on.
Alright, I'm gonna put in...
Did you finish the programs?
Yep. But I noticed that they say the best man is someone named Alan Payne. If Kit is Matt's best friend, why isn't Kit the best man?
Matt
Mic
said that's
off.
the way Kit wanted it. He got here early too. But when Matt vanished, Alan was certain that Matt was playing a joke and refused to be the butt of it. So he went back to London, saying he'll reappear only when Matt does and not a moment before. You know, perhaps you should give Alan a call. 00440207946048 He may have seen something while he was here that could help you find Matt. You'll have to use the phone down the road at the inn, however. My cell phone gets absolutely no reception here.
Mic on.
I'm gonna go play detective now.
Keep me posted.
Mic off. Mic on.
Yeah, I guess I need to find out how to light the lantern before I can do anything.
You're an electrical puzzle.
I gotta find out.
You have a lead?
I'll catch you later.
Keep me posted.
Oh, Mom, don't forget.
There's gotta be a way to get a lantern or something. Alright, that would connect those. That connects those.
Try using some small ones. Dad,
should do it. Okay, so those can connect. gotta be a big one. Alright, so that connects those. Okay. Okay, that connects that. I've almost got this figured. Oh. Dang it. There's only so many dots that actually work. a big one. It has to be, yeah, it has to be a big one. Alright, so it's... Nah. Alright, so that works for that. Man, this is hard. Okay. Okay, here we go. Ah. I don't know why I keep doing this. Alright, that connects to that. I'm not giving up just because I've screwed up a couple times. This is a pain in the butt. We did find the one piece. Now it automatically put it on. I want that lantern unless this.
I probably shouldn't put a large... This'll come in handy.
Here we go.
Where are those lights in the tower coming from?
Oh, what's there? I guess there's nothing here. I guess I need to go the other way.
Mic off.
Yes, hi. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Castle Malloy. I'm Kyler Mallory's maid of honor.
Yes, I remember that name. Has Matthew finally put an end to that ridiculous prank of his?
No, I'm afraid he's still at it. But if you have a second, could I ask you some questions?
It should be a minute or two before my ride gets here. What's on your mind?
Did you see or hear anything strange while you were at Castle Malloy?
If you mean, did I get the impression that the castle was haunted or enchanted or anything like that? No. Frankly, I was too distracted by the strange human goings-on to pay much attention to anything else.
What do you mean?
I mean, for three people who purport to be friends, it seemed to me they did an inordinate amount of fighting. For instance, the evening before Matt disappeared, he and Kit had a terrible row. I couldn't make out exactly what was being said, but they both sounded very angry. Furious, I dare say. In fact, the next time I saw Kit, he was sporting a black eye. And the next morning, Matt and Kyla had a go at each other. Nothing physical, mind you, and once again, I couldn't make out what was said, but I promise you, they were quite put out with each other. I was more than happy to bid the lot of them farewell, though I imagine I'll be returning to the castle before too long. Matt is bound to find his prank as tedious as everyone else does eventually. I must be off. Nancy, it was a pleasure venting to you. Hopefully before too long we shall meet in person. Cheers.
Hello? This is the sales call.
No, Bess, it's me, Nancy. I'm calling from a phone in Ireland.
Nancy, hi! George, get over here. It's Nancy. Hi, Nan. You'd better be having a great time there because you are missing an incredible time here. The Dunhills throw the best parties. You should see all the awesome pool toys they've got. And everywhere you look, some cute guy in swim trunks is standing over a barbecue grilling something. I'm in heaven.
Sounds fabulous. Be sure to wish Kathy and Carrie a happy birthday for me.
You know, one person I haven't seen is Ned. Yeah, me neither.
He said he was coming. I'm sure he'll be there.
So, what's going on with you?
Just as I got to the castle, some very strange-looking person ran across the road in front of me and made me drive into a ditch.
You wrecked your car? She gets in an accident and you're worried about some stupid rental car? Real nice, Bess. Well, Nancy's obviously okay or she wouldn't be calling. Did this strange-looking person apologize?
No, he, she, or it just kind of vanished. And when I talked to Kyler, I found out that her husband-to-be has vanished.
What do you mean, vanished?
Matt came to Ireland with Kyler and his best friend Kit, but now he's nowhere to be found. Kyler is convinced he's pulling a prank.
A prank?
Apparently, he's a pretty big practical joker.
More like a pretty big moron. Incoming. Check it out. Oh my gosh.
Guys? Hello? Bess? George? Anyone?
Sorry, we were hopelessly distracted by a truly amazing set of washboard abs.
Whoever ran out in front of my car dropped a handmade doll that looks like the missing groom.
A handmade doll? That's kind of freaky. Dolls are freaky, period. Who around there would be making dolls?
Kyler thinks I saw Matt, and the doll was just part of the practical joke he's playing.
Let me see if I got this straight. The guy thinks disappearing less than a week before his wedding, causing cars to run off the road, and making creepy dolls is funny? Not exactly Bess Marvin marriage material, is he?
According to Alan Payne, Matt's best man, there was a lot of arguing going on just before Matt disappeared. Matt was fighting with Kit, Kyler was fighting with Matt. Alan said he went back to London to wait for Matt to reappear because he couldn't stand all the constant squabbling.
So all was not blissful in premaritalville, eh? Wait a minute. If Kit is Matt's best friend, why isn't he his best man?
Good question. Unfortunately, the person most qualified to answer it has disappeared. Did I tell you that Kit Foley has a black eye?
Why am I not surprised?
What would you two say if I said I needed a hint?
We would say, why ask us when you've got your very own fortune teller right there in the great room? Right, George? There's an old Irish saying, when it looks like you might fail, go see Madame Ishabelle.
That's not an old Irish saying.
I know, but you get the picture.
That's all I got for now. You guys are wearing sunscreen, right?
Yes, Nancy.
Just checking. Bye.
Hello?
Hi, Ned. It's me.
Hey, Nancy. How come you're not calling from your cell phone?
It's kind of a long story. So where are you?
I'm at the pool party.
It doesn't sound like it.
I just came inside for a few minutes. It's hot out there. Look, enough about me. I want to hear about Ireland. How's it going?
Well, it would be going a whole lot better if the guy Kyler came here to marry wasn't missing.
The groom is missing?
She thinks he's just playing a practical joke.
Wait a minute. You and Kyler are there by yourselves?
No, Matt's best friend is here too. So's the caretaker, Mr. Delaney.
This guy Matt thinks disappearing less than a week before his wedding is funny? I'm no expert on marriage or anything, but I don't think that's a good sign.
Something that kind of looked like a woman and kind of didn't ran across the road right in front of me just as I got to the castle.
What do you mean it kinda looked like a woman?
It had all this long, wild hair, and it was wearing something flowing, like a dress or a robe. But its face, it just didn't look human. It startled me so badly that I drove off the road into a ditch. But don't worry, I'm fine.
How can I not worry? You're in Ireland not 2 hours, and what happens?
A mystery falls into my lap, a harmless mystery, because like I said before,
You're fine. Right.
I'd really like to get into the tower of Castle Malloy.
What's stopping you?
The lack of stairs, for one thing.
There are no stairs?
They were destroyed along with half the castle in a mysterious explosion during World War II. Apparently the guy who lived here then, Brendan Malloy, was some kind of mad scientist.
Why do you want to get up in the tower so bad?
I saw some strange lights coming from inside it. I can't help but think it might have been Matt.
Why would he be up in a tower?
Maybe that's where he's hiding out.
You just said there's no way to get in.
I know, but maybe...
He learned how to fly.
You're not helping, Ned.
Sorry, Nancy.
I found Matt's broken glasses in the fireplace of the room he was staying in.
What would somebody's glasses be doing in a fireplace?
They could have been knocked off his face and landed there.
You think he was fighting with someone?
That's a possibility. I didn't admit it to Kyler, but I'm getting worried.
Relax. Because you know what? If I wore glasses and if I were into playing practical jokes on people, I'd do just that. I'd break them and leave them someplace really weird just to freak out whoever finds them.
You're probably right.
But why don't you give that fireplace a real good look, just in case?
That's it for now.
It was great talking to you.
Just what I was going to say. Bye.
Mic on.
Alright, so we have to talk to the madam.
So, you're not so keen on staying at the castle after all, then?
I'm staying there. I just wanted to talk to you.
Come to me for a bit of aid and advice, did you? Well, I've got none to give. Not till I got the day's troubles behind me and a crow's nest in front of me.
I don't blame you a bit. I also have no idea what you're talking about.
The mixmaid suddenly took ill, leaving poor Seamus on his own, running back and forth, trying to mix and serve at the same time. I heard her soon as I walked in, yet here I sit, dying of thirst. I'll do no talking till I get me crow's nest, and there's the sorry truth of the matter. But now, were some spry and spunky lass to lend poor Seamus a hand by taking over the mixing for a while, that would
Oh, I
surely
gotta mix
speed the
something.
plough.
Sounds good to me. I'll see to it you get your crows whatever, ASAP.
Gonna play mixmaid for a while, are ya? Well, here's what you're to do. I'll take the orders and put the tickets up here. Each ticket will have no more than 2 drinks on it. And to save time, I draw little pictures instead of writing out their names. The mixin' book will tell you which little picture stands for what drink. It'll also tell you what's in each drink and how to make each drink. Now, to pour something, put the silver mixing glass under either the juice tap or the beer tap. Then, press whatever button the mixing book tells you to press. The book will also tell you how many times to press it. If the drink needs blending, you'll see a picture of a blender at the top of the column in the book. You're to put the solid ingredients into the blender first, then pour whatever's in the mixing glass into the blender. Then, press the red button. And when the blending's done, just reach under the counter and find the serving glass that's pictured in the book. Put the serving glass on the grey mat and pour
Ooh,
everything
sounds like
from the
very
blender into
confusing.
the serving glass. If the drink doesn't need blending, just find the right serving glass, put it on the grey mat, and pour everything you've poured into the mixing glass into the serving glass. Then, add anything else the book tells you to add, put the serving glass on the tray to the right of the ticket it goes to, and start fixing the next drink. Soon as you've made all the drinks on a ticket, ring the bell and I'll serve 'em up. Just remember, if the orders start coming thick and fast and the tickets start piling up, you're to make the drinks on the ticket closest to the bell first. Now, you'll be making no mistakes, I'm sure. But if you do, just toss the glass into the rubbish bin down there to the right and start over. Mind you, lass, you must do the mixing fast and proper. The quicker you mix, the more tips you'll be keeping. To work with you now.
Alright, Afterglow. Crow's Nest. Alright, so ice. Okay, so under here I have to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one of those. Alright, so I need to add ice, ice, and that. Alright, ugly mug, outlaw root beer. Okay. One. Okay, and then the bird. Alright, so 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Ice and that. What's the bird? Oh, it's not a bird, it's a cup. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1. Ice. Cherry. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Ice. And then this first picture. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ah, not a moment too soon. All done and dusted, are ya? Thank you, miss. Take what's in the tip jar, and the next time you help out, you can keep the tips then as well.
You make a mean crow's nest, girl. Well done. Now, I'm to tell you what happened to the
Mic off.
Sassenach, am I?
I'm sorry, happened to the what?
The Sassenach. The Englishman. The one Kyler was supposed to be marrying. Well, what happened to him is this. The Sidhe took him. The good people whisked him straight off to their world, they did.
By the good people, you mean fairies?
You'll not be hearing me call him that. All of us have a name we prefer, and with them, the good people it is. So that's what I call him, and you'd be wise to do the same.
Can you prove that's what happened to him?
Can I prove it? Did you see him up there, lass? Does anyone see him now? Gone he is, vanished from the earth. The naught you see instead of him. There's your proof, girl. 'Tis not the first time the good people have seen fit to meddle in the affairs of Castle Malloy. Caused the explosion they did.
The one that destroyed half the castle?
Brendan,
Mic
his
on.
wife, Caitlin, used to own this place, she did. Aye, and their little girl, Fiona. All three were lost to the world forever when the place blew. But the blame lay not with Malloy. It was the good people. They'd taken a shine to Fiona, is why. And they knew that little girls, no matter how much they're adored by wee folk or mortals, sooner or later, all little girls grow up and grow old. The good people couldn't bear to see this happen to their beloved Fiona, so they made full sure it never did.
Sounds to me like the good people are actually just the opposite.
They have their ways, and we have ours, is all. That's just the way of things. Got plans for you, they do.
The fairies? The good people? What makes you say that?
I meant to pocket your car keys for safekeeping on my way over here, but I couldn't find 'em.
You mean my keys weren't in the car?
Aye, that's exactly my meaning. Taken they were. The good people want you to be staying.
Do you dislike all Englishmen as much as you dislike Matt Simmons? Or is he special somehow?
I've little use for any Sassenach, but I took a disliking to this one soon as I laid eyes on him. Arrogant he was, cocky, disrespectful, foolish, always touching things he shouldn't, going places he didn't belong. Worse than a stray dog, that one was.
What about Kyler?
Aye, Kyler. She's different. She belongs here. It's in her blood. It's the reason she does naught but read up in the library. She'll not be leaving Ireland, mark my words. And if she winds up marrying Mr. Foley, all the better.
So Kit, you like?
Aye. He may talk like a Yank and live like a Brit, but there's Irish in the lad. I saw it right off. Little wonder he's in love with the girl. They'll make a fine pair.
Whoa, wait a minute. Kit's not in love with Kyler.
Blind, are you now? Loves her, he does indeed. He's all but wearing a sign saying so. He came to the wedding early to make sure there'd never be a wedding. Only the good people saw to that for him. Ah, the luck of the Irish.
The name of this place. Just what exactly is a banshee?
A woman, one of the good people, as alive as you and me, with wild hair almost as long as the tattered grey robe billowing up around her whenever she appears. Sometimes she takes on the form of a hooded crow, but it's the sound she makes, her terrible wailing, that strikes fear in the human heart. Because when a mortal hears the wail of a banshee, it means someone is about to die.
I saw someone with long hair and a grey robe outside the castle tonight.
Did you know?
It ran across the road in front of me. That's why my car's in the ditch.
Not till I was 54 did I see a banshee. To see one at your age, on your very first night in Ireland. A special lass you are indeed.
Do banshees ever leave things behind, like, say, little dolls?
Do not be mistaken banshees for Santa Claus now. A warning is all they leave behind, about something that's coming and can't be stopped.
I'll let you drink your crow's nest in peace.
Be careful out there, lass.
Alright, so we've gotten a bit of information. So let's go back to the castle and confront Mr. Foley. Here we have to check the fireplace and get more coins to do the that little bending thing. You can't pick up the picture.
How's it going?
Alan Payne told me he overheard you and Matt arguing the day before Matt disappeared. And pretty much right before you walked into that door.
What were you doing talking to Alan Payne?
I thought he might know something that could help us find Matt.
I told you, Matt bailed. He doesn't want to be found. Look, like I said, Alan Payne doesn't really know Matt or me that well, okay? The fact is, he misunderstood what he heard. Matt and I have been friends for more than 12 years. We were just fooling around.
Fooling around? You ended up with a black eye.
I told you that was an accident. I'm clumsy.
What were you two talking about?
I forget. That's how inconsequential it was. Hey, I just remembered. Carla wants me to do the seating chart for the wedding dinner. Like I said, I can't bring myself to tell her there's not going to be a wedding. Anyway, I need to get to work on it, so you're gonna have to excuse me.
Sounds like he's trying to avoid
Of course,
things.
you could always give it a shot. You just have to figure out where each guest should sit by taking into account their needs and preferences. What do you say?
Sure, I can do that.
Excellent. Just fill it out and bring it back to me when you think you've got everyone sitting in the right place.
Alright, so the wedding party...
'Cause unless and until it gets done, afraid I'm gonna be pretty much incommunicado.
Alright, so the wedding party are the only people on their side of the table. Wedding party, so over there. Usually you have, when you're married, you have Kyler and Matt. Okay, so when seated next to her groom, Kyler wants is her maid of honor on, yep, guest seats will alternate by gender on the long side. Rose and Linda both want to sit next to John. Okay, so Rose and Linda both want to sit next to John. Rose and Linda. Kit is between Alan and one of the ladies. Kit is between Alan Kit is between Alan Red guests are on the short side of the table. Individuals whose names begin with the same letter cannot sit next to each other. Same letter, nothing so far. Adjoining corner seats of the table are the same gender. Adjoining corner seats of the table are the same gender. Taylor wants an arm end chair. Heather and Richard and Shane would like to be seated together. Taylor wants an arm end, so Taylor wants an arm end. Heather, Richard, and Jane would like to be seated together. Red guests are on the short sides of the table. Taylor, Kit. So I think that's it. Heather, Richard, and Jane would like to be seated together. Heather, Richard, and Jane. Heather. Heather, Richard, and Jane would like to be seated together. Like that. Kit is between Alan and one of the ladies. Between Alan. Kit is between Alan. It's between Alan. Heather, Richard, and Jane want to sit together. Heather, Richard, and Jane. Alan is between. Oh. Okay, so then. Rose and Linda. Alright, I think I did it.
How's the seating chart coming?
Could you take a look at it?
You bet. This looks great. Wow, you did it. I'm impressed.
So now we can talk.
Yeah, now we can
Mic
talk.
off.
Oh, hey, actually, you might want to take a look at this first. I found it on the floor in Matt's room when I was looking for him.
What is it?
Frankly, it didn't make a lot of sense to me, but maybe it will to you. Take it. If anybody can figure out what Matt was doing with it, you can, I'm sure. Good luck.
Mic on.
Okay. Guards, nearly equal to the King's Station. They were the makers of the history of a leprechaun. Landowner was the Flatch, noble by the Brahen law, freeman with goods aplenty to the name, the heir enjoyed the heir enjoyed the tribal game, renter the cattle was but free tenant still, the land was theirs to plant until bottom of the ladder, with hopes of gain increase in stature, the Fulor sought to attain.
I would like a hint. When it comes to that dollhouse, how do I know where each doll is supposed to go?
Oh. No wonder that house is a permanent fixture. Each doll's place is decreed by the marks in the picture. So old it disintegrates. Alright, I have to inspect the fireplace. Oh. Oh. Left to move me up and down. Right to circle round and round. Okay.
It's that one big turn.
No, it needs to be a... So there needs to be a bottom to the purple. Bottom to the purple. Next to a green head. Bottom to the purple. Next to the green head. Bottom to the purple. Green head. Bottom to the purple. Bottom to the purple. Bottom to the purple.
There.
Bottom to the purple. I know some of these are not gonna... Okay, for this one, I could do. Hey, Milo, please! Welcome! That one's correct there. So I need a green head, extra purple body. Nope. Green head. Green head. Next to purple body. Okay. This is looking like. Yeah, I'll play Don't Starve together. Why was it?
Too many exclamation points.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nazo. But I'm glad you're here, Nazo. It's nice to see you. I guess it doesn't like all those exclamation points, which is stupid. I need one that's going to... But yeah, I could probably play Don't Side to get on today. Yes, Muba is weird. That's not gonna work. Yes, this is very confusing. I got to make to where all the pieces fit together. Mm. That one fits, that one fits. It doesn't work. There we go. So far everything is fitting except for... Everything fits except for... It seems like these two. And that one. Yay! Great job! I'm so happy for you, Nazo! Ah, I knew it was good. I made sure to pray for you. Oh, I'm so happy for you! Oh. There we go. Okay, so that's accurate. Everything's accurate so far except for this one, so maybe I should do... No. Head though. That fits. Need a blue head. See what that does. always seems to be that something gets mixed up around when I need it. Let's see, that one. I need a green head next to a green head next to a green, but then you don't have that. Here's a purple to a purple. You are so welcome, Nazo. I'm so happy you pursued that. So if there's a, it has to be a specific. Blue. I mean, there's only been so many that fit in those spots. See, those match. Like a blue head. Then a green. Okay, there's that, but I need. I got those. I feel like these things are supposed to connect. Just these little integrations right here. With other things, it's like just these guys right here need to match. They need to match perfectly. So red. The red head needs to go that way. There's that. Needs to have a purple body next to a green head. purple body next to a green head. Oh, that's so nice. I'm glad to hear that, Nazo. I'm so happy for you. If you can find out what kind of things that, if you can find out like what things she likes, I'd be willing to try and make a really small stuffed animal for her. Purple and green. See, those are the ones that are connected. I need a... I need a red that goes next to a green. Oh, man, this is hard. She likes red and black bows. Maybe I'll make some hair clips then. What? Well, okay, fine. You give me some ideas, kid.
Alright.
Where?
See how in the middle, the otter, the green otter and the blue otters have to go, side to side. The purple otters and the red otters have to go up and down.
Those don't matter. These are the ones that need to connect. Hmm?
Top right to far middle, left. Up, down.
What, that? Yeah, it doesn't work, does it?
Switch, right, bottom, middle, right.
What? Middle right? What? This is top right, top left, bottom left, and then you got the middle bottom, top bottom middle, and then right and left.
Right. Bottom right, right.
Bottom right
With right.
with this one.
No.
This one?
No.
This one?
No, switch it around.
Like that?
Yeah.
It still doesn't connect. Yeah, I finally got it on the screen because we're in PC, but I kind of feel like I need to fix it to where it disappears and maybe make it to where it shows up like all black because it's not easy to read for people.
I think top right.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna try and fix that just a sec. All right. Font. Oh, oh, of course I want it to be that. Text color. Let's go with black. They don't say anything about like how long it needs to stay there. All right, so I switched it up. All right, and let's go back to full screen and see if that works. So now it should come up black if something happens, and it should go like for a certain amount of boo. He just typed boo in. It did, but it's not very noticeable. I wonder if I should change it to... No, I haven't finished a Dragon Quest, but not because... What, bottom left, switch around? Yeah, but then you don't got the purple. And you have to have them connecting. I am so about to just like find out. Let's see. Same here. I'm looking forward to that one. Let's see. Okay. Oh yes, you knew it. You knew it. You definitely knew it, even though you didn't. Okay, so blue has to go. Blue head next into the purple head. Blue head next to the purple head. Then the red. Red next to. It's the red head and against with the red with the blue head. Alright, so the blue body with the purple head. Blue body with purple head. And This should be green head and purple body. Green head. Purple head and blue head. No, that needs to be...
No, those bottom
red head and blue body.
up.
That's correct. It should be green body.
Bottom right.
Green body with red head. Green body. Nope. Green body.
Sorry, Katie. Sorry.
Top left.
That one's accurate.
What are you talking about?
Zarldo.
What's Zarldo?
Zelda. Why would they make the water temple an elephant?
I don't have a clue why they do things in Zelda.
Animal.
There we go, that one's correct.
They make it what's it called?
Should be...
Zelda is.
There we go. That one should be green body. I've never really played the Mario Maker. It's not that great, or at least my cup of tea. I can't say for anyone else, but I'm glad you're gonna be you're looking forward to it. That one's correct. This one needs to be purple body. There we go. That one needs to be purple head and green body. Should be across from each other. That one. There we go. Oh, another gear, finally.
What is that?
There's a rocking chair.
Alright, so we just found that. We were supposed to
What is
inspect this.
that? Nancy said, what is that?
I'm wondering what I'm supposed to be looking at here. See not what you see, and hear not what you hear. Oh, okay. Makes no sense. Alright, so... Oh, we were supposed to go to the doll. But we're missing pieces of the dolls. Or we're missing dolls. To the side of, directly next to, above, directly above in any direction, and okay.
The pig's supposed to be on the bed.
Okay, so this,
The cow is supposed to be above.
there, and then the Oh, I guess we're supposed to find the... Oh, the rocking horse has to be... So it needs to be next to the rocking horse. So then the cow has to be above. The cat has to be next to the rocking horse. But the cat has to be next to a suit of armor, though. Next to the rocking horse, but directly above. Okay, let's put that one back. This has to be next to a suit of armor. And on the other side of a suit of armor, so these two. This one has to be across. There, but it's basically over there. And they don't really show what this one's supposed to be or where it's supposed to be. Oh. I got a little coin? Okay. I guess if I just keep doing that, will it keep giving me coins? But where is he supposed to be? They don't really explain those dolls. He's supposed to be above. Oh, and he's supposed to be on the other side of the suit of armor. Pig has to be to the side of. And the cat has to have a thing next to it. And the little girl has to have both sides, so basically that's it, but I wonder if... I'm just... Is he in a suit of armor? That'd be funny.
Well, I think you can only do it when you find out where he is.
Well, I guess that's that. I hear it. I need these pieces, though. I guess I can't pick them up. I need to go talk to everyone.
You have a lead?
When I called Alan Payne, he said that on the day Matt disappeared, you and Matt had a pretty big argument.
I dare say Matt and I have argued about one thing or another every day since we met. That's just how we are together.
You said you had to look for red, blue, and green things. And she has a green sweater and blue eyes.
Jeez, kid. I love how she comes up with these little scenarios and then tells me, this is how you figure this out, and then it's usually wrong. Oops, wrong thing.
Can you remember what you were arguing about?
I haven't the foggiest idea. Apparently, you should ask Mr. Big Ears Payne.
I'm gonna go play detective now.
Keep me posted.
I wonder if I can do this. This one's like the hardest puzzle that I know. Yeah, it only turns that much. I feel like I need more of these. But I think I got all these now. Alright, so I had pictures of these things. Alright, where is... Okay, so... Brass is 45. Cedar's 1. Okay, so I guess I need to... These are confusing. Oh, that helps. I don't know if I need more of those. We could try. I shouldn't have done that. It should have been... Oh, is that gonna be... Let me use the other one? Nope. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's find out if he knows anything else.
What's going on?
If you weren't going to be the best man, how come you came out here so early?
I volunteered to help get everything set up, and Matt and Kyler took me up on it. I'm pretty good friends with Kyler, too. In
Mic
fact,
off.
I'm the one who introduced her to Matt.
How long ago was that?
A little less than a year ago. They both claimed it was love at first sight, and it seemed like it really was, right up until a couple of days ago. You sure do ask a lot of questions. Wait a minute. Nancy Drew. Kyler told me about you. You're the girl who likes to play detective.
Well, it's just, you know, kind of a hobby. Although Kyler did say it'd be nice if I could find Matt.
Well, you're not gonna have any luck doing that. Old Matt is long gone.
The caretaker seems to think you're the one who should be getting married here, not Matt.
Yeah, well, in case you haven't noticed, that guy's got several screws loose. I just happened to mention that 3 out of my 4 grandparents were born in Ireland, and now whenever he sees me, he gets this weird look in his eye.
How did he act towards Matt?
He and Matt did not get along. They were always at each other's throats, arguing about the stupidest things. Even those leprechaun gnome things out in the garden. Donal had a fit one day when he saw Matt messing with them. And when Matt announced he was going to stay in the haunted nursery, I thought the guy was going to burst a blood vessel, he turned so red. But Matt disappeared on his own, not because of anything Donal did. I mean, the old coot's not that crazy. Is he?
From the looks of that picture I found over there, it looks like you and Kyler used to be a lot more than friends.
Yeah, we dated for a while, until it finally became obvious that we were better as a couple of friends than as a couple. No biggie.
Kyler says sometimes she hears Matt's voice, only it's very faint and muffled. Do you ever hear him?
No. Man, Kyler must be losing it or something, because I'm telling you, Matt is not here.
Mic on.
Oh, wow, we played 3 hours of this. Alright, I'm gonna finish up with him, and we will end this and actually play something else. Yeah, maybe we'll play that.
Have you ever been up in the tower?
Uh-uh. You saw the stairs, or what's left of them. There's no way to get up there.
Was Matt by any chance into rock climbing?
Mic
You mean,
off.
was he into pulling himself up sheer cliffs using nothing but his fingers, feet, and upper body strength? Matt? Not hardly. So if you're thinking Matt's up there, forget it. Ain't no way.
That discussion you had with Matt? Come on, really. What was it about?
It was about Kyler. I was asking Matt whether he had truly thought through what being married to her was going to be like. The more questions I asked, the more nerves I struck, and the more uncomfortable and angry he became, until finally...
He gave you that shiner.
He stomped upstairs to the nursery. Next day, he disappeared. Obviously, the things I said got to him. So if I seem a little guilty to you, it's because I am guilty. It's my fault that Matt walked out on Kyler. Simple as that.
I'd better get going. See ya.
See ya.
Mic on.
We're gonna go ahead and save. All right. All right, guys. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and switch to a new game. Since Milo Place has been wanting us to play Don't Starve, maybe we'll play that for a couple hours, and then we'll play Dauntless. Until then, I'm gonna set that up, and I'll be back in a few minutes. But until then, ciao.